will discuss about the blockchain. What is a blockchain? Blockchain is a distributed database which have a record. This record is called a blocks. Once data is created, it's broadcast and verified on a peer-to-peer network, and then block of information is formed. Only people with the correct key can access and change it. And every time the data is modified, a new data block is verified and added to the chain. If someone tries to tamper with the transaction or a block in the chain, permission members and validation tools work together to confirm or reject the new data. This process ensures the blockchain remains a safe, secure, and trusted source. In a simple way, blockchain एक डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव डेटाबेस होती है जिसमें रिकॉर्ड होता है. इस रिकॉर्ड को हम ब्लॉक्स कहते हैं. हर ब्लॉक में डेटा होता है, ब्लॉक की हैश वैल्यू होती है और प्रीवियस ब्लॉक की हैश वैल्यू होती है. हैश एक यूनिक आइडेंटिफायर होता है जो एक ब्लॉक को आइडेंटिफाई करता है और साथ उसमें सारी इंफॉर्मेशन स्टोर करता है, और ये हमेशा यूनिक होता है. जैसे ही एक ब्लॉक बनता है वैसे ही इसकी हैश वैल्यू कैलकुलेट हो जाती है. Blockchain is peer-to-peer distributed ledger technology for a new generation of applications that establish transparency and trust. Basically, all information is stored in a decentralized way and it is immutable. But the question is still arises, how we can use it? In fact, we know one of the most famous use case for the blockchain, which is cryptocurrency. But where else we can use it? Now, one of the best use case for blockchain is healthcare. Blockchain is built for the year, and as this new technology slowly mature, medical chain use blockchain technology to securely store health record and maintain a single version of the truth. The different organizations such as doctor, hospitals, laboratories, and pharmacists and health insurers can request permissions to access a patient record to serve their purpose and record transactions on the distributed ledger. It seems clear that from the banking to supply chain logistics, it is ready for disruptions, and in healthcare particularly, there is a massive opportunity for the blockchain revolutions to disrupt and lead a digital transformation. For example, अगर किसी हॉस्पिटल में चेकअप के लिए जाएं तो पेशेंट की रिपोर्ट और मेडिकल हिस्ट्री हॉस्पिटल के पास मौजूद होती है. अगर रिपोर्ट पेशेंट से मिसप्लेस हो जाए तो दूसरे हॉस्पिटल या डॉक्टर को पहला हॉस्पिटल अपना डाटा नहीं देता, और अगर कनेक्ट कर दिया जाए दोनों हॉस्पिटल्स को तो मे भी जो डाटा ट्रांसफर हो वो टेम्पर हो. From medical record to pharmaceutical supply chain to smart contracts for payment distributions, there are plenty of opportunity to leverage this technology. How does a decentralized application work? In order to understand how a blockchain application works, let's first look at how a normal web application works. Normally, when you interact with the web application, you use a web browser to connect to a central server or a network. All the code of this web application lives on this central server, and all the data lives in a central database. Anytime you transact with your application must communicate with this central server on the web. The blockchain application that we will build work differently. Instead of having a network, a central server and a database, the blockchain is a network and a database all in one. Blockchain is peer-to-peer network of computing called nodes that share all the data and code in the network. If our device is connected to the blockchain, we are a node in the network. We will access our blockchain application with special web browser that talks to our front-end website written in HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Instead of talking to the backend web server, this website will talk directly to the blockchain. The blockchain will essentially to be our backend hosting all the codes and the data for our decentralized marketplace. Ethereum blockchain. Ethereum is a decentralized platform that runs smart contract application that run exactly as programmed without any possibility of downtime, censorship, fraud, or any third party interference. What is the idea of the Ethereum? बेसिकली अगर बिटकॉइन की बात करें तो बिटकॉइन डिजिटल करेंसी के प्रोस्पेक्टिव के तौर पर बनाया गया था, ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म जिसमें डिजिटल करेंसी बना सकें। बिटकॉइन की फंक्शनैलिटी लिमिटेड है, आप सिर्फ करेंसी एक्सचेंज कर सकते हैं। जिस तरह डिजिटल करेंसी बिटकॉइन ब्लॉकचेन पर बना रहे हैं, उसी तरह सॉफ्टवेयर एप्लीकेशन भी ब्लॉकचेन पर बना सकते हैं जो कि डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड होती हैं। देन व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ इथेरियम? इथेरियम इज अ डिटरमिनिस्टिक बट practically unbounded state machine consisting of globally accessible singleton state and virtual machine that applies change to that machine. Gas refers to the fee or pricing value requires to successfully conduct a transactions or execute a smart contract on Ethereum blockchain. The name gas is inspired by the view that this fee acts as a crypto fuel during the motion of the smart contract. Gas is purchased for ether from the miners that execute the code. Gas and ethers are decoupled deliberately, since unit of the gas aligned with computations units having a natural cost, while the price of the ether generally fluctuated as a result of market force. Smart contract. Smart contract is simple a computer program. It is immutable. Once deployed, the code of a smart contract cannot change. Unlike with traditional software, the only way to modify a smart contract is to deploy a new instance. Deterministic. The outcome of the execution of smart contract is the same for everyone who run it. Give the context of the transactions that initiated its executions and state of the Ethereum blockchain at the moment of the execution. EVM context. Smart contract operates with a very limited executions context. They can access their own state, the context of the transactions that guard them, and informed about the most recent blocks. Decentralized world computers. The EVM runs locally instance on every Ethereum nodes, but because all the instance of the EVM operations on the same final state, the system as a whole operates as a single world computers. The language used for write a smart contract is Solidity, with features to directly executions in the decentralized environment for the Ethereum world computers. The main product of the Solidity project is the Solidity compiler, SOLS, which convert programs written in the Solidity language to the EVM bytecode. The project also manages the important applications binary interface, stand for the Ethereum smart contract. What is a MetaMask? MetaMask is an Ethereum wallet, browser extensions wallet that runs in your browser. It is easy to use and convenient for testings. MetaMask used for the currency transactions. MetaMask is a web-based wallet. Now let's start building out the client-side applications that will talk to our smart contract. We will do this by modifying the HTML and JavaScript files that come with the truffle pet shop box. I will use this existing code to get started. Let's also take note of a few other things that come with the truffle pet shop box, like Bootstrap framework that will keep us from having to write any CSS in this tutorial. We also got light servers, which will serve our assets for development purpose. In order to build our dApp, we first need a few dependencies installed. The first dependency we need is Node Package Manager or NPM, which comes with Node.js Install this by going to right our terminal and typing this node. And second, Truffle framework, which allow us to build decentralized application on the Ethereum blockchain. It provides a straightforward tool that allow us to write smart contract with the Solidity programming language. It also enables us to test our smart contract and deploy them to the blockchain. It also gives us a place to develop our client-side applications. Install Truffle with npm in your command line like this. First step is to create a Truffle project. Create a new directory for our Truffle project. We can get up and running fast with our Truffle box. We will be using the pet shop box for this tutorial. From within your project directory, install the pet shop box from the command line like this. Pet shop box give us these files. Running migration file. Migrations are JavaScript files that help you deploy contract to the Ethereum network. These files are responsible for starting your deployment task, and they are written under the assumption that your deployment needs will change over time. As our project evolves, we create a new migration scripts to further these evaluations on the blockchain. Command to run migrations run the following. We have migration file like this. And third dependency is about the Ganaschi. Ganaschi UI is a desktop application supporting Ethereum technology. Ganaschi is a local in-memory blockchain. And the fourth and last is dependency is the MetaMask. Installing MetaMask, it runs on the RPC server, which is connected to the Ganaschi.